Hi, this is Pepper from pepperscraps.com, and this is my first Monday Mingle outside, and this is our first bit of sunshine in Oregon in a while. We've actually had record amounts of rain this year, this spring, and if you are interested in Monday Mingle, you can find it hosted by 80mileperhourmom.com. The first question is, when did you start your blog and what made you start it? So when I went to college in 1997, I was friends with a lot of tech majors, and so I got introduced to email when I got there within like the first week, and my email was unicornbeauty@yahoo.com, I believe. And so we got to, we had lots of fun learning all about the online world at college, and we had some friends who introduced us to a new website that they loved, which was diaryland.com. And so I started my first journal in the fall of 1997, and it was called Unicorn Beauty. And so back then they didn't actually even call it blogging. They call it journaling. You know, there was lots of different names for it. It hadn't really become its own thing. So that is how I started it and why I started it. The second question was, why did you choose the name of your blog? When I first started blogging, my blog was called A Love Unfinished, and it was because at that time when I was first in college, I was struggling with my relationship with my then boyfriend, now husband, just because we were kind of taking a break. When you kind of hit college, you kind of start rethinking about your life and trying to decide how you want to go, and we had already been dating for 2 years, and so that's where I came up with the name. It was a lot about my life at college and my relationship and things like that. I took a break from blogging at that time. After a few years of blogging, I tried coming back with a blog called Truth Be Told. I believe I only did 2 or 3 posts on that blog, and then I believe what happened is I actually got offered hosting on somebody else's website, and so I chose to rename my blog to Unicorn Beauty, because at that time that is the persona that I was under. And so that's what most people online knew me by, and so I figured that would be most fitting for my blog at the time. And so then after years of blogging, I decided to rename my blog after my first son was born. I did blog a little bit about him, and then I decided that I needed a new persona or a new blog, and so that's where Pepper Scraps came in. At first I was gonna do a lot more about my scrapbooking on the blog, but that didn't happen. I actually have not been able to scrapbook very much with 2 boys, so but I did like the name because it was kind of a play off of paper scraps, and so and it's kind of like how my blog is a lot of different scraps from my life, scraps from me being a mom, and scraps of my boy's life, and scraps from my now it's scraps from my business and my design work, and a little bit of my scrapbooking, and so that's where I came up with Pepper Scraps. The third question was, why did you start vlogging, and were you scared the first time you did a vlog? When I first saw vlogging, I was kind of like, oh, I'll never do that. I don't like pictures of myself. I don't want to be on camera, and I'll just keep writing. And I finally decided this year that seeing how many people vlog and seeing all the great vlogs out there and seeing how personal it was, I decided that I really did want to try it. And so this is like my 4th or 5th vlog, so I just recently started, and I'm still learning the ropes and stuff. So the first time I did it, I was a little nervous because, like I said, I don't really like pictures of myself, but I'm trying to get over that. In this vlog, I'm gonna share with you a lot of my different layouts that I had for my blog. It was actually one of my favorite things was to design for my blogs, and I have a lot of screenshots of them, so you'll get to see those, and you'll get to see how they change and develop throughout the time that I've been blogging for 13 years. Monday Mingle, and again, my name is Pepper from pepperscraps.com.